Great day, everyone. Lady Elect Ashley. Great day, great day. It is raining out here in North Carolina, but I, my angels literally just woke me up. And there's a couple things that I want to kind of like bring awareness to. It may not be happening to somebody else, but it may. So I'm going to share it anyway, just because they woke me up with this. Here are a few things that I have noticed since um, I have really um, tapped into my God consciousness. What is my God consciousness? My Holy Spirit, my higher self, my God self, the God, the spirit of me. That's that's what I have been tapping into, the essence of me, who God made me to be, right? So this may not be for everybody, but I'm going to share these couple things just because my dream team told me to share it or put it on my heart. So a couple things that I've noticed. First of all, right before the ending of December, remember I was telling you all that there's a changing of the guards coming. We were in a cycle of 7, right? God is very numerical with his creation. Okay, we all know it says it took 7 days for the world to be created. Okay, so 7 is what? Finish. It's complete, right? So last year we were in the ending of the 7th year cycle, right? Of famine. So now we have literally moved into the 7 years of abundance, right? So since I have been following my spirit, God, because God is spirit, you gotta get that. God is spirit. God is not a man in the sky. God is spirit. Your spirit is energy. It's power. It's movement. It's light. You can see it. You feel it. Y'all seen those geese just fly? It's confirmation. Okay, 2 geese just flew by. All right, so let me get to the other part that they showed me. So my body, because my mindset has shifted to the truth, my God consciousness, certain things about my body have been changing. For example, this is the number one thing that I wanted to share. Every morning I am awakened by my dream team. I am awakened by angels. They're teaching, they're talking, I'm awakened by that. My spirit wakes up to God communicating with me. Okay? And one of the things that they have been showing me or telling me is to pay attention to your body, because your body keeps the truth. Okay? Your body knows the truth. So I noticed at the end of December, well, first of all, I discovered through research that February is the original month, meaning this is how all of the months were created originally, with 28 days. Why 28? 2 plus 8 is what? 10, right? 10 means what? Perfection, completion. That's it. You ending one cycle and starting a new cycle. That's what 10 means, right? So I noticed my body, my cycles started changing. When my mind started changing, my body started showing me the truth. Do you know I have a 5 to 7 day cycle beginning at the end of the month? Because my body knows that we're starting a new month, right? So let me make it crystal clear. For the month of January 28th is really the end of the month. February 28th is the end of the month. March, April, May. So all of those extra 29, 30, 31, those are 3 extra days that that the people that's in control, the powers that are in control, they added 3 days to throw us off, right? But we are really, our body in this world is designed in 28-day cycles. You can test this for yourself. This is not, test it for yourself. And if it doesn't work, guess what? It don't work for you, but it works for me. And that, I mean, it has to work for somebody else, right? So, or else I wouldn't be telling this, because I have never done this. Like, they literally wanted me to get up and share this morning. I don't like that. I don't want to do that, but okay. Anyway, so I noticed my cycle start coming around the end of the month. So around the 26th, 27th, 28th, 1, 2, 3, I'm done. And that before coming into truth, before I really started walking in truth, my cycle was all over the place. Like, I could not, there was no system to it. But when I stepped into alignment with my spirit, with God, my body is getting into alignment with nature. We come from nature. We are dirt. We have a spirit that is from God, that's making us live, move, and breathe and have our being. Come on. He blew the breath of life in us. That's what is making this physical body move. What do you think makes this earth move? The wind, the ruach, which is the spirit of God. Come on, wake up. So you live and move and have your being because of the spirit of God that is in you. Nothing else. You don't have to do anything. Do you see these trees? Are they doing anything? Are they trying to do anything to get what they need? No, they are just standing in their place of position, firmly rooted and grounded where they are supposed to be. And they are receiving everything, and they're flourishing, they're growing, they're attuned to the seasons. That's how we are supposed to be as human beings here on this earth, okay? Here's the other thing. So check the cycle thing, women. Check it out. Test it out. Now, let me tell you this. There's a principle that says out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So if I'm your first, that means you're going to hear it again. If I'm the second, that means it's confirmed. If I'm the third person that has said this, that means it's been confirmed. Okay? That's all you need to know. So moving on. The other thing they were telling me to tell you all, or they not tell you, they were talking to me about my new book. So I'm about to start writing, I guess, in the introduction or chapter 2. I don't know. But they were telling me about my book, and it made so much sense that they wanted me to share it as well. And when I say they, I'm talking about God, like my spirit team. I'm not talking about no crazy stuff. I don't get down with all that crazy magic and divination. I don't do that. I walk in truth. I walk in the spirit of truth, right? Which is God. Consciousness. Okay, so anyway, 3s are very significant. Pay attention to the 3s that's in your life. I have been seeing 333 for forever, like, you know, and I look at it. I asked God one day, I said, what is this, like, what can I tie this to? And the very first scripture that came was Jeremiah 33:3. And if you read it, it says, call to me and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things that you know not of, hidden mysteries and secrets. So I constantly see that number. That number is telling me to call on God, my spirit, so that I can learn about greater and higher and secret mysteries, which is what he's doing now. And I say he because I refer to my God as a he. However you want to refer to your God, that's your business. That is on you. Nobody has the right to tell you how to communicate with your creator. Now that's the truth that should set you free right there. Someone asked me, and I wasn't even supposed to do this. Someone asked me, okay, I'm not going to share that. Never mind. Anyway, so let's talk about the foundation real quick. So while I was sleeping, I was hearing this. The foundation is everything. The foundation is everything. If you lay a firm foundation, you don't have anything to worry about. But people start worrying, things start happening because they don't have a firm foundation. Now, you could have a foundation and that foundation can be contaminated. And that's what I believe my foundation was. I believe my foundation was contaminated with false and true. Okay? And that's been proven. Okay? But the truth of the excuse me, the truth of the matter is we are three-part beings. That's what they have taught us, right? A triangle has a base, a solid base, which means that it cannot be a triangle without the base. Okay? So you cannot be chosen without God. You cannot be called without God. You cannot be an ambassador of the kingdom of light without God. You cannot do anything without God. This tree is not standing because it's doing everything in its power. No, it's standing because it's in a firm foundation. And that firm foundation starts with family. It starts at home. Here's where I'm gonna say me, since let me use me. Here's where I was contaminated. When I was first born, I was a blank slate. I didn't know anything. I came here not knowing anything. A baby, right? A brand new baby has to be taught everything that they need to know for this world. Isn't it strange that that the same I was born on the same day as someone else that's possibly royalty, born and rich, but I didn't get the same knowledge as them. That's not fairness. That's not equality. First of all, so there's an issue right there. Equality, fairness. God is a God of equality, justice, fairness. So right there, that tells you right there that we were born into a contaminated system. Okay, because this system did not give us everything that everybody was supposed to receive at the same time, the same way. We are as a let me see how I could just say this, as a black woman. Okay, I'm really not a black woman, that's just the name of a color, but anyway, as a melanated woman, right, I was not taught about budgeting, finances, investments, stocks, real estate, portfolios, how to eat with this fork, this knife, this. I was not taught that. But you have another human that was born just like me, that was taught the secrets of how to survive in this game of life. That's inequality. There's a problem. So that's the star right there. Our foundation was not solid. So what's happening now is there's a dimension change, right? Things are really, this earth is now changing, right? Everything is changing. Why? Because it's too contaminated now. So now the real is rising. Real recognizes real. Okay? I don't know where I got that from, but real recognizes real. That's why I don't associate with a lot of people. That's why I don't hang with a lot of people. Because I don't have to tell you that you're not real. You know you're not real. Right? So I don't have to tell you that you're not real. But I don't deal in fakeness and that. So, I mean, if I messed up, I'm going to tell you. If it's me, I'm going to tell you. If I was wrong, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to try to, oh, no, maybe. I don't try to shoot the blame on nobody else. That's the first mistake. When something happens and you are involved, take responsibility. Even if it wasn't you, take responsibility. Take ownership, right? And that's where a lot of us go wrong. We don't want ownership. God is trying to give us ownership. What is ownership? Claiming your best life back. Your best life back. Learning who you are as an individual. See, this may make some people upset, but it's the truth, and the truth only sets free. The church, being in Christianity for all those years, did me a favor. But it was time for me to come out because that was not the truth. It wasn't the whole truth. So when I divorced religion and Christianity, and I surrendered to truth, everything started making sense. Things started opening up to me. I started seeing where the lies were. And I'm gonna tell you this: you cannot sit and tell me that you can go to church today. And I'm not bashing the church. I'm just trying to help you to see the truth. You don't have to be told that God's going to do it. You don't have to be told you're going to get blessed. You don't have to, see, church stirs up your emotions, right? But what is not stirring up is your intelligence. Because, let me prove it to you, and I'm going to get off of here. Let me prove it to you real quick. In the church, my whole entire life, I probably heard that I was royalty maybe once or twice. I was told to put others first before putting myself first. And that right there is the first mistake. That is the first clue that that is not of God. Because why do you think, let's go to the Bible real quick. Why do you think that that spirit of Lucifer, that spirit, that angel was cast down? Because, why? Because it wanted to be like the Most High God. It was all about that angel. It was all about that spirit, and that is not how it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be a healthy balance, which means we are supposed to love ourselves first and then love others. There is no way possible you can love somebody else without loving yourself. And I had to realize that I've loved on everybody, but it was counterfeit. It was only the best I could do because I didn't really know that I loved myself. And God began to tell me, you got to put yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first, because how are you going to take care of somebody else or anything of mine if you are sick, you don't feel good, you depressed, you sad, you anxious? You can't do those things. So it is important that you heal the real you. It is important that you discover who you really are as an individual. That doesn't make you less of a Christian or less of a religious person because you decide that you're going to love on you. It's called self-care. You can't tear up this body and think you're going to do powerful acts and works. How you going to move around? My mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, said the only way that we are legal here on this earth is through our bodies, because a body cannot be here without a spirit. So if the spirit of us is gone, that means the flesh body is dead, right? So if your flesh, your body is dead, your earth, your physical, that's what earth is, the physical of us, because we go back to it. We turn into dust. You see that dust on the ground, that dirt, we turn back into that. We come from the earth. That's why our bodies understand truth. That's why nature understands truth. That's why human beings are trying to manipulate nature, because nature is groaning. Nature is talking, okay? Nature is speaking, and it is a spiritual war. Civil War 3 is spiritual, y'all. It's not physical, it's spiritual. Okay? So I want you to understand the foundation has to be renovated. Your foundation needs to be renovated. If you want to build anything on a solid ground so that it can grow, that it can flourish, that it can be stable, you have to renovate your ground. You have to renovate your foundation. That means you're going to have to tear it up. You're going to have to tear up everything that you once believed, everything you once thought was true, and you got to start over. You got to reteach your own self. You got to know the truth for yourself if you want it. Or you can stay asleep. It's up to you. The choice is yours, really, because I'm going to be awake regardless. If you want to stay asleep, that's on you. That's your business, right? But my business, my assignment is to help those that want to wake up awaken, and those that are seeking the truth. I'm here and I'm speaking the truth. I'm projecting the truth, right? Because that's all I am. That's all I live for, is the spirit of truth, justice, right? Okay, so 1919. I just looked at my little clock, so 1919. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. So it's complete. I feel a lot better. I hope that you enjoyed this mini lesson. It's a mini lesson on this game of life. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.